So, neues Spiel.
I awoke to the sounds of Lily's gentle snores as they drifted across the bedroom loft. She was still fast asleep and I needed to keep it that way, or suffer the consequences. Creaky floorboards meant that the simple act of getting dressed will require a little ingenuity.
So, dann switch ich mich mal ein. Dürfte so jetzt eigentlich nicht im Weg sein. Dürfte jedenfalls passen. Hoffe ich doch. Was muss ich jetzt hier machen? Weiter.
Morning, Dougal. If I was to get that stick from Dougal, I had to time it just right.
Ah, so, alles klar.
Yoink.
Bitte. Gut, was soll ich damit jetzt machen? Das wäre jetzt halt mal interessant, ne? Also, man kann einiges mitmachen, aber ist die Frage halt, was da jetzt wichtig ist. So. Okay.
I couldn't do anything about the sweater while Lily was still cuddling it.
Solange Lilly auch im liegt, ist das halt nicht so machbar. Ich stelle das mal hier um. Das heißt, ich mache jetzt mit ihr was?
Lily was a sprawl of limbs, and my sweater was pinned beneath her. I needed to find a way to roll her over without waking her.
Brauchst du jetzt wieder Stock oder was? Ach Quatsch, komm.
I was trying to gather all my clothes without leaving my bed to avoid waking her, and throwing a stick at her was not going to help achieve that. My trousers were just out of reach.
Ah, okay.
Huh? Yeah. Lily made a fish and marmalade sandwich for me the day before. I didn't have the heart to refuse, but I wasn't about to eat it.
Das Sandwich können wir nach Dougal geben, oder?
Oh, that stinks. Oh, that
Ja,
stinks.
und jetzt? Wollen wir hier noch irgendwas machen? Nee.
Lily was a sprawl of limbs, and my sweater was pinned beneath her. I needed to find a way to roll her over without waking her. I'd freed my sweater from Lily's
Okay,
clutches,
alles klar.
but I was still out of reach. I'd freed my sweater from Lily's clutches, but I was still out of reach. I should be able to get the trajectory right.
Toll.
He wasn't going to just let me take it, but maybe he'd be interested in a trade. Any
Stückchen.
more rolling and I'd see that sandwich again. Any more rolling and I'd see that sandwich again. I had to wait until his mouth was open.
Ach so. Das wieder. Und jetzt?
I couldn't leave. I wasn't even dressed yet.
Ich hatte meine Hose, jetzt konnte ich mir meine Stiefel holen. Ja, und die Stiefel sind... Ach so. Ja, klar.
Boots, check. That was my cue to sneak out of there.
Nee, Stückchen kann ich nicht mitnehmen. Ja, dann geht's damit weiter, würde ich sagen.
I decided I'd cycle to the nearby town. Maybe I'd find someone willing to hire me. Maybe I'd find someone who knew where my dad had gone. But first, I had a few things to take care of. I picked up the jug. I'd need water to make Lily's breakfast.
Okay. Die Pfanne.
Cooking utensils hung from the wall by the fire, for now at least. I'd recently made Lily a small wooden sword so she'd have something else to swing around.
Nicht? Hä?
Lily's dress was hanging from the line. I didn't need to take it down for her. She developed her own technique for that. I think he relocated so he won't be responsible for waking Lily. You and me both, buddy.
Okay, kann ich hier durch die Tür? Dann gehe ich da durch. Ich habe zwar noch keine Ahnung, was ich machen muss, aber kriegen wir schon hin.
Dad, where are you? Dad made his own generator to power his workshop. As with his other inventions, he just refused to explain how it worked. It looked like there was something missing, but I hadn't figured out what.
So wie es aussieht, fehlt Wasser oder sowas? Nee, warte, H2. Ja, doch, das muss da rein. In den Trichter.
The notes indicated that the water could be topped up via the funnel. I presumed the machine wouldn't work without coolant.
Mhm. Steckplatz?
It looked like something important was supposed to go in the slot.
Ich würde sagen, hier können wir was verstellen, aber wir haben eh noch keinen Plan. Was? So, Trichter.
The funnel allowed for coolant to be
Genau.
added.
Haben wir aber noch nicht. Hier müssen wir wahrscheinlich irgendwelche bestimmten... Ja, irgendein Muster müssen wir hier einsetzen.
Didn't really stop to think where my dad got the mask or why he wanted it. I was pretty sure I could put it to good use though.
Ja, genau.
Lily left Sir Fuzzlepuff here a while ago with strict instructions to report to her immediately if he saw her grandfather.
Jo.
I had to admit, some of Dad's inventions really were inspired.
Okay, das muss so irgendwas gut sein, dass wir es dunkel machen können.
Lily left Sir Fuzzlepuff here a while ago with strict instructions to report to her immediately if he saw her grandfather.
Warte mal, hier kann ich noch irgendwas machen?
Dad left his jacket behind. Sometimes his work would make him forget the little things, like wearing a jacket outside. Or eating.
So, das kann ich ja, wenn dann jetzt... Ah, hier geht's ja noch weiter.
The doors of the cupboard where we kept the dishes were tied closed. For all the good it did, I'm pretty sure Lily chewed through them last time. Dad's compactable footstool seemed like a great idea. I wasn't sure why it hadn't taken off.
Gut, wir haben jetzt die Maske. Wir haben einmal die Wasserkanne und die Trittleiter. Gut. Okay. Können wir hier noch irgendwas nehmen?
I only ever saw the transmitter active on a few occasions. During those times, Dad would have kept the shed door locked tight.
Da können wir noch Wasser rausnehmen, oder? Erstmal den...
There was a solid block of wood next to the pump.
Ich brauche aber die Pumpe.
I needed something to collect the water first.
Dann so rum und damit. Doch echt jetzt? Oh Gott. War klar.
The pump handle had snapped, leaving only a small section of it protruding from the pump. It was going to take something heavy to force it down.
Etwas Schweres.
There was a solid block of wood next to the pump.
Was ist da hinten?
The receiver attached to the shed received something from the transmitter, which in turn rotated the wheels to move the belt along in order to... I had no idea. Sometimes I think Dad added contraptions to his contraptions just to throw me off. Dad converted the garden shed into his personal workshop when he decided he wanted to work for himself. He'd normally spend every waking hour in there, inventing, tinkering, but it had been days, and there was no sign of him. The door wasn't locked, but something was blocking on the other side.
Ich kann da irgendwas... Warte mal. Das soll jetzt so eine Art Klinke darstellen. Ja, alles klar. Dann halt so. Gehen wir da rein.
The lights in the shed only came on when Dad's generator was running. I hadn't figured out how it worked yet though. It wasn't your average generator. It looked like the pitchfork had fallen from its resting place.
So, das heißt, ich habe jetzt eine Heugabel noch dazu. Gut. Die soll ich aber für was nehmen?
I couldn't see a thing, and the idea of walking around a room in the dark, where my father invented things, made me nervous.
Gut, hier scheint nichts weiter zu sein, außer das jetzt. Und natürlich sehe ich wahrscheinlich mehr, wenn ich das Licht anmache. Wie immer. Ja, ist doch Blödsinn eigentlich. Heugabel?
The handle was broken, and the only tools I knew of were in the shed.
Gut, aber dazu brauche ich das Licht. Aber ich brauche was Schweres wiederum.
I only ever saw the transmitter active on a few occasions. During those times, Dad would have kept the shed door locked tight. I don't think that would have helped.
Versuchen kann man's ja. Warte mal, komme ich aus dieser Tür hier? Doch, hier komme ich raus. Gut. Ich wollte gerade sagen, das kann ja noch nicht das Einzige sein. Weil es fehlt hier noch ein bisschen was. Ist hier vorne ein Gartenzwerg?
Taking into account Lily's willfulness, it was often easier to indulge her creativity than flat out ask her to do something. In this case, the gnome was a spy who informed me of when Lily wandered too far from the house.
Okay.
Taking into
Ja gut,
this,
alles klar.
my trusty bicycle was my main method of transport and definitely didn't require any modifications, despite what my father said.
Cute, was ist... Kann ich das hier hinten mir angucken?
It was Dad's idea to put the memorial stone by the wall. It was Anya's favorite place to have a picnic.
Hier kommen wir nicht durch, oder?
My father had notions to turn to farming when he left his job. He never could leave signs behind. My father had notions...
Okay, nichts Neues. Was ist das hier? Nee, es ist uninteressant für uns, okay? Gut, weiter können wir nicht. Können wir sowas wie schneller gehen? Nee. Oh, ein Paket. I wish you every success in your future. Kindness Records, Sean Boy, Owner und Manager. Kann ich das irgendwie raus?
Strange lights? Oh, it's a package from my father.
Das ist doch interessanter.
Arthur, this is the last of the small crystals. I hope this was worth giving up your job for. I'm still finding the whole notion difficult to believe. I'm tempted to make a trip to your home to see it with my own eyes. But the fact that you keep the generator in your bedroom is quite unsettling, to say the least. If what you say about the lesser crystals is true, then I fear what may happen when this company begins experimenting on the large one. It's still safe for now, but I don't think it'll be possible to smuggle it out of here without anyone noticing. Given the apparent results of your own experiments, it's possible they'll listen to your warning. However, it's more likely they'll see nothing other than the potential for profit. For now, I'll do my best to impede their research. Stay safe, my friend. Nina.
The strange crystal was obviously important to my father. I couldn't help but wonder if it had anything to do with him going missing. I decided to do a little snooping around.